Good evening, 47. Your destination is the Paris Fashion Show by Sanguine, one of Europe's leading couture brands. Your targets are Sanguine owner Viktor Novikov, a former oligarch turned fashion mogul, and his partner Dalia Margolis, a retired supermodel, an iconic power couple on the global fashion scene, and two of the most dangerous people in the world. Novikov and Margolis are in fact the ringleaders of Iago, an enigmatic spy ring that deals in the global elite's most valuable secrets. Unscrupulous and opportunistic, Iago has caused disastrous security leaks all over the globe. When Crimean separatists caused a deadly meltdown at the Odessa nuclear power plant, Iago gave them access to the plant's security network. And when the Delgado drug cartel shot down the plane of President Hernandez and his family, Iago provided the classified flight plans. Now Novikov and Margolis have obtained a knock list of British undercover agents, which they plan to sell at a secret Iago auction during the Sanguine show. So our client, MI6, need us to stop the ringleaders before the knock list ends up in the wrong hands. The Sanguine show will be swarming with security, and Viktor Novikov will be the focus of everyone's attention. But despite his posturing, he is merely the money man. The real target is Dalia Margolis. Beautiful and brilliant, she is a master manipulator and the true brains behind Iago. Two targets, a highly public event. At first glance, an impossible task. Then again, I do know how you love a challenge. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Paris, 47. The show is just about to start. This is the red carpet event of the season, and the guest list is a veritable who's who of the global fashion elite. You will find Viktor Novikov basking in the spotlight, while Dalia Margolis hosts the heavily guarded auction on the second floor for a group of Iago's top customers. Now, event security will keep a watchful eye on any suspicious activity, but I trust your timeless look shall fit right in.
Pleasure as always. Make sure to join Dalia and I for a drink later. There's someone we would like you to meet. Now, hold on. He's what? If you'll excuse me, urgent matter. Do enjoy your evening.
Please place your bids.
Bare knuckle boxer? Best cocktail on the world? Ring a bell? No? Nothing? You got nothing?
Knuckle. Are you sure of the name, Mr. Novikov?
Oh, figures.
Tell me about what Victor did?
Victor has a lot of skeletons in his mahogany walk-in closet. And sometimes the lock won't hold. A young, ambitious FSB section chief was mounting a case against Victor for past crimes. got close. Too close. So Victor, failing for once to bribe or threaten his way out of trouble, made a deal with an assassin. Someone with impossible skills. The price? A copy of the Iago dossier. Everything we have ever collected. No questions asked. And did Victor bother to tell me about it? No, he did not.
The client's in there. Are you saying they're bidding on used goods?
Victor is certain this mystery man was looking for something very specific. He won't be bribing people left and right. Still, it's the principle.
Dolly, Victor is a loose cannon. And I hate to say it, but maybe he needs to be put down.
You're kind of mixing metaphors, but the thought has crossed my mind.
Dahlia, Camille's in position at the fashion show. So, who's the mark?
Julian Wakefield, the actor. Camille is just his type. She's got that Ada Lockheed look.
Wakefield's old girlfriend. Clever. And how will you guide Wakefield into her path?
Wakefield only drinks a particular brand of smoked whiskey. I made sure that all the bars are out, except for the one that Camille happens to be standing at.
I sincerely hope I never get on your bad side, Dahlia. So, Wakefield is a member of that Church of Ascendants, isn't he? Is that who we're targeting? Those crypto-spiritualists?
The Church of Ascendants is wealthy, powerful, and secretive to a fault. I have clients who would pay a lot of money to know what's going on inside that temple of theirs. See, Wakefield's fame will push him right into their inner circle. And if everything goes according to plan, Camille will be right there with him.
Good plan. I'll keep you updated.
Star tonight, Sebastian Sato.
Clear to the bar with it. On it.
Hi, honey. Just checking in on you. Keep security tight.
Max Decker of the Russian FSB. I don't know. Some Cold War dinosaur.
How was Moscow?
Kamarov is gone. I set him up as a Langley spy. It's quite the scandal at the FSB. His death will not be investigated. Your turn.
Very well. The secrets of the global elite. 5 years of work. Everything we've collected. This thing makes WikiLeaks look like a gossip rag. The pen beats the sword, huh?
I have found that whoever wields the sword decides who holds the pen. Smile, Victor. Your reputation is safe. Now run along. I'm sure you have pretty dresses to attend to. Victor, good luck with the show. I have a feeling it's going to be the one you'll be remembered for.
Good morning, 47. Your destination is the coastal town of Sapienza, also known as the Jewel of the Amalfi Coast. Your target is a former client of ours, Silvio Caruso, a brilliant but troubled bioengineer employed by the Ether Biotech Corporation. Renowned for his early stem cell research, Caruso is now reportedly working on a far more disturbing project. A DNA-specific virus able to infect anyone, anywhere in the world. Imagine a bullet, fired in any direction, passing through countless bodies without inflicting harm, invisible and undetectable until it strikes its target. A world of armchair assassins killing with impunity. This is what awaits us, unless Caruso is stopped. Our client, one of Ether's major private stockholders, wants the project cancelled on ethical grounds, but without destroying the company in the process. She has asked us to eliminate Silvio Caruso and destroy the yet unfinished virus prototype. You will also need to deal with Caruso's lab head, Francesca DeSantis, a high-level Ether employee and cutthroat corporate climber who holds intimate knowledge of Caruso's research and could potentially carry on in his place. This is no ordinary contract, 47. Caruso's virus is a serious threat to our craft and trade, not to mention our core ideals. So failure is not an option. I'll leave you to prepare. Welcome to Sapienza 47. Silvio Caruso's family home is right across the square. The bioengineer suffers from acute travel phobia, so the Ether Corporation has installed a state-of-the-art field laboratory somewhere below ground. Expect security levels to rise as you get closer to the virus.
Memoirs. To be published posthumously. Draft 1. Notes on the Samael project. Ongoing. I can no longer claim objective detachment. I am deeply, profoundly immersed in the project. Sometimes, when I look at my creation through the microscope, I feel like I'm gazing into the proverbial abyss, and the abyss gazes back. Yet, my monster is nothing like Oppenheimer's. The atomic bomb was brutish and tyrannical. Mine is democratic. It will turn everything around. Ether thinks they can control it, but they can't. I won't let them. This is a weapon for the powerless. And this time, the bullies, with all their money and all their strength, will not be the ones to define the future. Yes. I like the sound of that.
So I ran into Roberto last night at the bar. Said he was meeting you.
I see. He shouldn't have. I never made it. Long shift.
All work and no play, huh?
I have never really understood the distinction.
Touché. Be careful, though. That Roberto's every bit the stud. You should have seen the girls flocking around him. Hell, it's like a regular wet t-shirt contest.
Roberto's a catch. He really is. Still, it's complicated.
Always is, ma'am. Always will be.
This is completely unacceptable. Angelina saw a rat inside the great dining hall. Don't think you can slack off just because Master Caruso is too busy to notice. I intend to run a tight ship.
This is hardly my fault. Blame the genius who let the test rats out in the first place. This is a traveling circus. Nothing like when Mrs. Caruso was lady of the house.
I hope you are not suggesting that Signor Caruso, your employer, is somehow responsible for your oversights. Get this problem under control, Mrs. Baggio, or start polishing up your curriculum vitae. Oh, and while you're at it, do the silverware.
I didn't know Caruso was so old school.
Oh, those. They're all old family clips from his childhood. You know, camcorder stuff.
This is impossible.
Just look for a combination code like Ms. DeSantis said. Caruso's absent-minded. Likes to write things down.
Yeah, but he wouldn't just leave it lying around for the cleaning staff to find. Could be jewelry and stuff inside.
Staff wouldn't even know about the safe. They never come up here. That being said, if I was the doc, keep the code downstairs in my office, bedroom.
On his phone?
Yeah, well, DeSantis says try, okay? So, just try.
Huh. I thought it was a good idea, too. All right. Where haven't we looked?
DeSantis. Of course I'm alone. Hard to say. His behavior is getting more and more erratic. In many ways, Caruso is still a child. A scared, angry little boy with the power of God at his fingertips. I am almost certain now that he killed his mother. Strangled her in a fit of rage. How long before he turns that rage towards us? If Dr. Lafayette pulls off a miracle, fine. Otherwise, I see little choice but to go the other way. Well, you wanted my recommendation. Excuse me, that is none of your concern. Roberto is a distraction, nothing more. I am well aware. It's quite to be expected. Caruso is not exactly used to female company, is he? Believe me, everything is under control. Now, if you'll pardon me, there's something I need to investigate.
The alarm went off at 3 this morning. Some drunk local kid scaled the fence, wanted to play golf or something. Phillips damn near shot him.
Jesus. What do they think this is, a game? When the sign says no trespassing, you stay the hell away. Unless you want 2 in the frickin' chest. These modern kids are so entitled, and their world is so flat, they have no concept of authority. Oh, shit. I just sounded like my dad again.
Yeah, you're lucky. Mine just spoke with his fists. And belts.
Ether Security's in the dark about the incident. I feared the company knew about the virus. Not even the board. Must have been someone at the lab. I understand. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Boss is unhappy. I followed you from Italy. I guess when you're invisible, you stop looking over your shoulder.
You did this.
Iago exposed you. ICA did the heavy lifting. I just pulled some strings.
Yeah, you mind? How do you expect...
I play dirty. That's how you defeat a stronger opponent. You strike from behind. Now give me the key.
You have a family? Trust me, if there's a weakness, Providence will find it.
I'll take my chances. The key.
Fine. Won't do you much good.
It's funny. Cobb said the same thing. Thank you, messenger.
Don't. I just killed you.
Then we're even.
Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is Marrakesh, Morocco, where civil riots are looming. Your targets are private banker Klaus Strandberg and Army General Reza Zaidan, two of the conspirators in a sinister plot to overthrow Morocco's fragile government. Strandberg, a former bank CEO who stole billions of dollars worth of savings from the Moroccan people, was facing trial for investment fraud. But early this morning, a band of heavily armed mercenaries freed Strandberg from his prison transport, resulting in the death of several police officers. Strandberg now takes refuge at his native Swedish consulate, in front of which crowds of angry protesters have gathered, demanding his handover to Moroccan authorities. We believe General Zaidan orchestrated Strandberg's escape to infuriate the public and spark nationwide riots, allowing Zaidan to impose martial law. Operating out of a field HQ at a nearby abandoned school, he will no doubt use the riots to depict the Rabat government as weak and inept, and persuade the general staff to support a fully fledged military coup in the name of national security. Our client, building contractor Hamilton Lowe, who stands to lose a fortune in government contracts, has hired us to prevent the coup d'etat. To do so, you need to paralyze Zaidan's rebel forces and prevent the riots from escalating further, hence the double contract. This is quite the political powder keg, 47, so be careful. The fate of a nation is at stake. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Marrakesh, 47. The situation grows more tense by the minute. The consulate is under lockdown, but the protests are only a stone throw away from full-blown riots, and Zaidan won't hesitate to unleash his troops. So whatever you're planning, time is of the essence. Good luck, 47.
Thank you, yes.
Matthias. Lot 96. Excellent. Did anyone follow you? Good. You got all the paintings from the safe room, the Rembrandt and the Pollock? Ah, that's great, Matthias. You can keep the Croyer. I know you always liked it. Nonsense. A small token of my appreciation. Just don't show it to anyone. It's supposed to be hanging at the Skagen Museum. Me? It's best if you don't know. Let's just say you won't have to cry for me. So long, Matthias.
Console speaking.
shall inform Mr. Strandberg.
That's odd. General Zaydan?
There's trouble. Get in gear.
Bashir, is your team ready?
Oh, yeah. I have a couple of guys downstairs ready to distribute the weapons, and a dozen others already working the crowd, talking up a storm. I tutored them myself on Crystal Dawn rhetoric. You know, a third way for Africa. Socioeconomic progress that rejects the failed politico-economic dogmas of the 20th century, that type of bullshit. Yeah, I'd say we're ready.
And the guns? You were able to get the real deal.
An authentic batch of vintage rebel Kalashnikovs. These babies have been on the losing end of more conflicts than you'd care to count. No one, trust me, no one's going to believe this wasn't the work of the real Crystal Dawn.
Excellent work, Bashir. Come and see me in Rabat after the takeover. Reliability is hard to find.
Will do, General. Or should I say, Mr. President.
Push-ups! You already know how many. Let's go to work.
Nah, but really. I mean, this whole man's man attitude. Deep booming voice, chest hair, right? Come on. Everyone knows Zayden is just an upper-class fop. His dad was Secretary of State, and his family's practically royalty. The only way this guy was not going to become general was if he took a dump on the flag.
I hear you, brother.
What, no salute?
Are you here to gloat, Reza? Thought you had a government to overthrow.
You should always embrace the small pleasures. You sold us outside.
And I would do it again. Proudly. You're a monster, Reza.
I am sorry about your brother. He wasn't supposed to have been at the prison transport. But you know what they say about omelets. And he died for a cause.
To line the pockets of your mysterious backers?
I didn't say it was a good cause.
Right. Well, this was lovely. Now please leave.
That's it? No threats? No, I'll kill you if it's the last thing I do.
Reza. Oh, I will kill you if it's the last thing I do.
Compromised? But I don't understand. There is no sign of forced entry, no alarms, nothing.
One of my people has gone missing in Johannesburg. A key bearer.
I wish I'd been informed. Still, the system demands 2 keys, and the rest are all accounted for.
Except for your late predecessors.
Comp? But his plane went down over the Pacific. It was an accident.
Such was the conclusion at the time. Yes. People die, Mr. Fannin. Happens all the time, even to us. It seems like a conspiracy. Probably isn't. And yet, the failed coup in Morocco, the ether virus, someone knows about us. There was a pattern and I failed to see it. Providence is under attack.
How much was that?
Money? Not money, Mr. Fannin. Information on all of our assets and operatives. Like you. Dig a trench, Director. And make it a deep one. Because none of you are safe anymore.
Good morning, 47. Your destination is the Hitman Luxury Hotel Resort on the Chao Phraya River, just outside Bangkok. Your main target is Jordan Cross, the lead singer of The Class, a renowned indie rock outfit recording their highly anticipated sophomore album. But this millennial poster boy harbors a dark secret. 1 year ago, promising young actress Hannah Highmore fell to her death from Cross's penthouse loft in Dumbo, New York. According to the police, Miss Highmore's death was a tragic accident, but her parents remain unconvinced. They firmly believe that Cross murdered Hannah and only escaped justice due to the power and influence of his father, billionaire media mogul Thomas Cross. A secondary target, Ken Morgan, corporate fixer and attorney to the Cross family, is also staying at the hotel. Cunning and unscrupulous, Morgan was a key agent in the cover-up of Hannah Highmore's murder and Jordan Cross's subsequent acquittal. The Highmores understandably want retribution, and while the system may be powerless, ICA is anything but. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Bangkok, 47. Ken Morgan has booked the Queen Suite but has yet to check in. You will find him in and around the restaurant. Oddly enough, Jordan Cross seems completely unaware of his presence. Cross and The Class have set up a recording studio in the Emperor's Suite on the 3rd floor. Private security around Cross and his entourage is highly capable. Still, I'm sure you can find your way into his inner circle. After all, today is Jordan Cross's 27th birthday. The age when rock stars die. Good luck, 47.
No, nothing yet, Mr. Morgan.
Checking in. Name's Tobias Reaper.
Thank you so much, sir. Here's your key card. Welcome to the Hitman Hotel.
Why, Mr. Cross. Nexie Barrett. I have the recording you're interested in. Well, your son listens to me, that's how. I told him I would destroy it. Still, it took some very hard work on my part. So that's the situation. I left a note for your boy. Who will you be sending? Scumbag lawyer, Ken Morgan. That's an expensive errand boy. I believe the price has doubled now. Because I have a lot of ex-husbands to feed. And, well, I just really dislike you, Mr. Cross. Your ruthless nature takes my breath away, even by my standards. In fact, I'm betraying your one and only son's trust just by talking to you. So pay up. Those are the terms.
Come on, you bastard. Pick it up. You know this number. Morgan. Answering my father's phones now, I see. Moving up in the world, are we? In a meeting? Yeah, how convenient. What are the odds? Cut the crap, Morgan. We both know the great Thomas Cross has an army of ass-kissing sycophants to do the actual decision-making. Where's the old vampire really, huh? Taking a nap in his coffin? Right. You do that, Morgan. Yeah, you do that. Asshole.
Mr. Cross, I have arrived. Damp, bright, French colonial, the river smells of fish. No, truly, fish. I look forward to leaving. So, your son's manager, this Nexie Barrett. Anything I should know? Not a problem. I know the type. No, we'll meet on the QT. You don't want Jordan to know I'm here. He might throw a fit to sway Miss Barrett from doing the smart thing. Think nothing of it. Some things need to be handled in person. It is only the semi-finals, after all. I will call you from the airport. Only the semi-finals. I never could stand high humidity. This is why I fled London, you know. The cursed dampness.
We could head up to the suite, sir. Nice and chill there. And less chance of getting spotted.
No. I'm not setting one foot inside that room until the housekeeping's done. I do have standards.
It was pretty disgusting, sir.
Besides, Jordan Cross is unlikely to leave his studio. Hopefully my business with Dexy Barrett won't take all day and we can fly back out tonight. In the meantime, Otis, keep an eye out and try not to melt.
PIs, reporters, like cop Dexy was talking about.
How do you think you are?
Useless!
Stripped clean within hours of the kidnapping. Someone wanted the son dead to lure out the father. Someone smart enough to stay in the shadows while we did the wet work, and the Highmores picked up the check.
A shadow client. Someone got rich. The contract was just. How is this our problem?
I know you don't care about politics, 47. But ICA is neutral, always has been. Can't allow ourselves to be manipulated. Besides...
It's happened before.
Italy, Morocco, Paris. All our clients got their intel the same way. Anonymous tips from a hidden source. Each contract perfectly legit, yet part of a grander design.
I don't see the pattern.
Somebody does. The board has asked us to chase down this shadow client, and our analysts are closing in as we speak.
I know that tone.
Someone's playing a game, 47. The question is, against whom? We have the Shadow Client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow Client. Spurred by Eric Sodas, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow Client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colorado, 47. The militia has taken up HQ at an old apricot farm and appear to be training for a series of coordinated strikes, ranging from cyber attacks to full-blown guerrilla warfare. The Shadow Client appears to unite specialists and radicals from all over the map, mercenaries and terrorists, hackers and spies joined by an unknown common cause. Satellite scans indicate that the command room is below ground inside an old tornado shelter. Only Rose appears to have access, however, so to get inside, you will need to get creative. This environment is hostile and highly alert, so tread carefully. Good luck, 47.
Okay, everyone step back. Fire in the hole. Let's see. Charge is too weak. Mix another batch of gel. This time, add another 5% of nitroglycerin.
Sure thing, Sean.
I need the mixture to be precise. The contents of the safe cannot be damaged. When you're done, text me, and I'll come by and check you haven't created something that will blow us all to kingdom come. That is all.
Sir, it's Graves. I wanted to talk to you about the Rose evaluation. Yes, sir. Yes. Sorry, old habits. Look, I already have an extensive report on him, which I'm sure you must have read, so... Well, I'm just wondering what you're looking for. Cracking? I'm surprised to hear that. Rose has always seemed to me to possess an almost inhuman determination. May I ask why you are suspecting this? I see. It hasn't been easy to get the men talking to me. You know, seeing as I'm new and all, but I have methods. And I feel I know him well enough to be able to spot any signs of malfunction pretty fast. I'll get right on it. Okay, thank you.
All right, let's go again. On your marks. Ready, set, execute.
On, shoot it!
Oh, not to be a pain, but what's the point of practicing if Burgess is out of commission, boss?
Well, how about because I told you so? That good enough for you?
Oh, yeah, sure. It's just that we're only around 60% capacity here.
Burgess got his ass creamed because he screwed up. All right? I don't need you tools to experience the same thing, so we're practicing until you can do this in your sleep. Any more questions?
No, that's all, boss.
Parvati, how bad is it?
Ram clipped him pretty good. Dumb son of a bitch is lucky to be alive.
Do we need to replace him?
Shit, no. Burgess is the best of the lot. He just needs to lie down and take a shot of anodyne. The team will do a few runs in the meantime.
So, we're on schedule?
You're on schedule, Rose. Quit micromanaging. I know my shit. Same as you.
We'll see. Finn, it's Rose. I'm doing my rounds and coming over your way. Tell the geeks to get ready for inspection. Nobody here what?
Fuck. Oh.
Oh, you're back. Great. So, listen, I've been thinking maybe the dosage is just wrong. Did you check?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, my friend. I checked the dosage. It was the first thing I did.
Of course you did. I'm so dumb. Sorry. So, maybe there's something wrong with the delivery system?
Again, I also checked that. Listen, I appreciate your interest in my work, but it's a little hard to focus with all these questions.
Not a problem. I'll just observe. It's really something else watching you work. I've always wanted to get into interrogation.
Is that so?
Absolutely. Not the violent kind. Beating people up, electricity and breaking bones. It isn't my deal at all. No, more like the subtle stuff, indirect stuff that you do.
I understand. Do you want to know what the secret is?
Absolutely.
Keeping quiet. Let the subject talk.
Oh, got it.
Keep saying.
I have nothing to offer that you don't already know.
The plot thickens.
Someone left in a hurry.
Sean Rose was not the shadow client. That much is clear. Whoever commands the militia, they got out just in time. Look around, 47. We're getting closer.
Someone's done their homework.
Look how far it dates back. Hayamoto, Beldingford, Delvade. The Shadow Client has been tracking you for decades.
Now, how is that possible?
It isn't. Every one of those missions were branded as unsolved or accidents. He must have been looking for a pattern, a certain MO, which would mean...
He knows me.
Well, at least this shortens the list.
Some kind of network. Power players. From all sectors.
Familiar faces, too. Thomas Cross. Klaus Strandberg. Ether. And that's missing banker Eugene Cobb. Well, well.
There's a name. Providence.
What? No. No, it can't be.
The Hidden Hand. Thought they were a myth.
A hypothesis, nothing more. The idea that a small cabal of kingmakers, controlling enough corporate and political leaders, could effectively run the world in secret.
Maybe not so hypothetical.
Keep looking, 47. We need full disclosure.
Found something.
Sodas? But that would mean... Providence has infiltrated ICA. And Eric Sodas is their operative. Bastard! It all fits. He was the one who persuaded the rest of the ICA board to greenlight this operation. This changes everything. Get out, 47. We got what we came for.
What about the Shadow Client?
He is no longer our primary concern. ICA has been compromised. I always wondered if Providence was real, but I never actually... I will need to confer with the board, but mark my words, 47. This will have consequences.
Rose is gone.
It was me, wasn't it? They tracked me. I don't believe it. I took every precaution.
Rose knew the risks. They all do. You did well, Olivia. I am proud of you. Now listen. The ICA knows about you. They kept you alive because they needed you, and now they don't. We won't talk again. Not until the storm is over.
I don't like it. This man, you know what he's capable of. You need to end this now.
I ran away as a boy. My friend and I, away from that place. We came upon a small farming community. The people were dirt poor, but this woman, she took us in. We were awakened the next morning by the shots. A dozen people lay face down in the snow. Our warden didn't like to leave witnesses. They shot the woman and her family last. They made sure that we watched the whole thing. This is your gift, the warden told us. Your gift and your curse. Touching lives only by ending them.
You know him.
Better than anyone.
Good morning, 47. The board has sanctioned Eric Sodas for termination. After Colorado, we did some digging into Soda's private affairs and discovered that he has been fast-tracked for critical heart surgery at the hyper-exclusive Gama Private Hospital in Hokkaido, Japan. Such a display of power has Providence written all over it. Sodas, who suffers from a rare condition known as situs inversus, where his internal organs are reversed, desperately needs a right-sided heart transplant and has clearly betrayed the ICA to get it. He was admitted last night and is currently being prepped for a 3-day surgery. We have booked you into Gama under the usual guise of Tobias Reaper, corporate shark, here for a standard medical checkup. As such, you will need to play it by ear and procure whatever tools you need to complete the mission. You also need to eliminate Yuki Yamazaki, a Tokyo lawyer who works for Providence. Sodas has already given Yamazaki access to our client records and has agreed to provide a full list of active ICA operatives post-operation. This transaction cannot be allowed to happen. Sodas must pay for his treachery, and his insidious employers must be taught a lesson. ICA's sovereignty is at stake. Powerful as Providence may be, we need to draw a line in the sand. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Hokkaido 47. The Gama Private Hospital provides cutting-edge medical treatment for the global elite, outside the law if required. The facility is partially run by an artificial intelligence system known as Kai. The AI oversees patient admission to various areas in the hospital and even participates in some medical procedures. You will find Eric Sodas in the operating theatre, undergoing a pre-surgery regenerative stem cell treatment, a highly controversial procedure yet to be approved by Japanese authorities. Yuki Yamazaki has already arrived. You'll find her in her suite or roaming the restaurant and spa areas of the hospital. Sodas is scheduled to be put under soon. Let us make sure he stays that way.
Director, nice to see you.
Ah, Miss Yamasaki. Good to see you.
I'd like to see you in the Winter Garden shortly.
Of course.
Very well.
Hope everything's to your satisfaction.
Sir, can we talk? He's stable. Pre-surgery stem cell treatment. The actual transplant is not until tomorrow. Chief surgeon says chances are good. If you don't mind me saying so, sir, we are jumping through a lot of hoops for a new operative. I know you have had Sodas in your sight for a long time, should the need ever arise. But is it really wise to trust him? I know his
Jason
type.
Portman.
The man would say anything
Please come
to
to the
stay alive.
hospital entrance.
No, I
A
don't
doctor
have a
will
better
escort you
idea.
to your checkup.
Apologies for being
That was
forward.
for Mr. Jason Portman.
Understood. Finally. A bit of privacy.
Hey! What are you? Open this door! Are you insane? Let me out, right? Now let me out! No!
No! No! I understand. Any estimates on delivery time and cost? Fine. No, it's just fine. She's AB positive.
I'm a mortician. Don't get well.
That's not what my ticket says.
We received your message. Loud and clear, I might add. Honestly, you could have just sacked the poor guy.
I didn't catch your name.
No, you didn't. There'll be no retaliation, not for Soders nor any other recent fiascos. Someone's been meddling in our affairs, killing our operatives, and making the ICA look like fools. I think you got close to that someone. Closer than we've ever been. That's why we're hiring you to take him down.
I don't think so.
Don't rattle our cages, Miss Burnwood. You really have no idea.
You spy on us, bribe our people, and you have the gall to demand our help. No. You can't be trusted.
Even so, we've been around for a long, long time. I think we could help each other. Some 20 years ago, your agency took in a young man with no past and extraordinary skills. In his own special way, he cares about you, and vice versa. And ever since that time, you've never stopped wondering where he came from and who made him what he is.
There was a doctor. Some depraved experiment. But he's gone now.
Ah. Well, if you believe the questions died with him, we have nothing further to discuss. If not, as I said, I think we could help each other. Partners, then. Cheer up, Miss Burnwood. We are the lesser evil. This terrorist. He wants nothing but chaos.
He's only a terrorist if you win.
Miss Burnwood, we won a long time ago. This is maintenance.
The story so far. Agent 47 and his handler Diana Burnwood are the world's top assassins working for the ICA. When all of their recent missions turn out to be contracts for a shadow client, things take an unexpected turn. All their targets have been operatives in an invisible organization known as Providence. Providence has infiltrated the highest echelons of power and secretly owns our world. The shadow client wages a silent war against them. And so the Constant, Providence's enigmatic controller, seeks Diana out. His request, track down and eliminate the shadow client. In return, he offers something irresistible. The truth of 47's lost origins. Neither know that the man they hunt is 47's childhood friend. And unlike 47, he remembers everything.
At the location. No hostile presence.
Understood. Alma Raynard's house is just up the beach. Our intel indicates that she and her team are laying low, most likely planning the militia's next strike.
Reynard is one of the Shadow Client's top lieutenants, and yet she's not a target.
Not yet, anyway. She's no doubt high on our client's list, but for now, it's information we seek. Infiltrate the house and get us a lead on the Shadow Client. Up for some B&E, 47.
On my way.
Tragic incident was due to human error. Nevertheless,
I'm in.
Hurry. I'm detecting movement up the road. A motorcade, possibly Reynard's.
Uploading the data.
Hold on. Receiving it now. Nothing on the Shadow Client or the other cells. No names, no aliases. I doubt she even knows whom she's working for. Wait, here's something. A message from Robert Knox of Kronstadt Industries. And by the sound of it, he's a Providence operative.
A defector.
Well. Client won't like this one bit.
And you can't wait to tell him. They're back. Multiple hostiles.
I see them. Damn. Okay, we've got all we're going to get. Go to stage 2, 47. Eliminate Reynard, and preferably without raising suspicion. One step ahead of the Shadow Client for once. Let's keep it that way.
Ugh, thought this night would never end. What a snobfest. And I even missed out on the action.
I'm sorry you had to endure all that free champagne and cello music, Orson. What can I say? You really took one for the team.
Yeah, well, I say stick to what you know.
the class charismatic yet tormented frontman died under
Welcome home, Alma, and guest.
It's Orson. Orson. Never mind.
The label spokesperson calls the move a loving tribute to a shining star extinguished much too soon.
Max, you in here? Max, come to mommy.
Jared, terrace all clear.
Copy that. Do a sweep of the upstairs while you're at it.
I knew you were going to say that.
So, when are you gonna tell the house about me?
When am I what?
You know what I mean. Welcome home, Alma. And guest. I'm staying here too, you know? Least you could do is teach it my name. Or maybe you don't expect to keep me around long enough to bother, is that it?
I, didn't know it was that important to you, Orson. What can I say? My bad. I've been using the safe house for years.
Right, you and Sean. Bet the house knew his name.
Okay, I guess I could change it into... Welcome, Alma, and Sean, too. How's that?
Funny.
Or maybe Second Sean. That has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Or Sean Light. You know what, I'll think of some more while I go and brush my teeth.
Fine. I'm gonna hit the shower.
You do that, Orson. You know the boss. Belt and suspenders kind of guy.
Well, I don't. But neither do you. Kind of my point.
I don't know.
Formations, let's move. Weapons hot.
Okay, I understand.
The client has given us carte blanche. Hunt down the militia by any means necessary.
A week ago, Providence was a threat. How did you swing the board?
The board are practical people, 47. A blank check is hard to turn down. Besides, the Shadow Client's war on Providence is causing a global panic. Someone will need to stop the militia. Might as well be us.
And the man on the train? You never told them about his offer.
Taking a contract for personal gain is against ICA regulations.
Sodas would have been proud.
Is that a sense of humor, 47? Whatever next? Crying at the movies?
Why are you doing this?
I know what it's like to have everything taken from you. He claims to know about your past. Your childhood, your memories, everything Ortmeyer stole from you.
And you trust him?
About as far as I can throw him. But this is our best lead in 20 years. I say it's time we break a few rules. Good afternoon, 47. Your destination is the annual Global Innovation Motor Race in Miami, Florida. After analyzing the data from Reynard's computer, the case is clear. The Providence defectors are Robert and Sierra Knox, head of robotics developer Kronstadt Industries. A visionary inventor and technological innovator, Robert Knox has spearheaded Kronstadt Industries to the bleeding edge of technological development. His equally brilliant daughter, Sierra, is not only a financial wizard, but also a fiercely competitive race car driver with a fiery temper to match. Kronstadt enjoys enormous popularity with global consumers. However, few are aware that the company is also one of the world's leading suppliers of next-gen military tech. Last year, despotic ruler Jin Po employed prototype Kronstadt drones against peaceful civilian protesters in the now infamous Tunyon Valley incident. And although it has yet to be proven, there is little doubt that the Knoxes personally brokered the deal, making them complicit in a war crime. It is unclear why the Knoxes would betray their masters, but likely the fear of being next on the Shadow Client's hit list has pressured them to cut a deal with the enemy. Undoubtedly, with Kronstadt Industries on their side, the militia will increase their attacks tenfold, and so our contract obligates us to retire Robert and Sierra Knox and contain the damage they may inflict on Providence. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Miami, 47. The innovation race is on its last day, and it is down to the wire. Thousands of eager fans are gathered for the final laps of this unexpectedly close race. Sierra Knox is expertly piloting her red Kronstadt car. Her father, Robert Knox, roams the nearby expo building where Kronstadt is showcasing its new prototype car. The Kronstadt RK Mark III has seen fierce competition from the Chinese Kowloon Heavy Industries' new racer. Moses Lee, CEO of Kowloon, has taken a dominant lead and looks invincible. Sierra Knox will need to risk it all if she wants to win for the third year in a row. The stakes are as high as they can get.
This job is just getting really old. That's my opinion.
Hey.
Okay. Now, this seems pretty easy. If this goes to this, that goes to that. Yeah.
Let's get those Magnum done.
Fashion brand. Sato, who until recently was head designer for famous couture brands.
So.
Turn to the track.
Berlin. Shanghai. Montreal. We're bleeding operatives. Panic is spreading, and now we are axing our own?
Knox was a traitor. He would have caused incalculable damage.
And he won't be the last. This is exactly what the enemy wants. We need to fight the sickness, not the symptom.
And I have just the tool for the job.
Right. The Burnwood woman. Eric Soders warned you about her, didn't he? The Crusader.
I can handle Miss Burnwood. Everyone hates power until you offer them some.
You ought to know.
ICA speaks the enemy's language. We need them.
And once we don't,
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Fact remains, we are shadowboxing. We need to know who we are up against.
I was getting to that. His name is Lucas Gray, the late Mr. Cobb's head of security. Cobb was ground zero, first of our operatives to die. It had to be one of his staff, someone with military training and access to the plane.
Grasping at straws.
Gray is a mercenary, a veteran of every backwater tragedy you've ever ignored on the 5 o'clock news. Chechnya, Sierra Leone, the list goes on. But before '89, nothing. No records of any kind.
Ah, come on. CIA, KGB, plenty of spies went dark.
After the curtain was lifted, I cast a very wide net. Lucas Gray simply does not exist.
If you're all quite done wetting yourselves with excitement, I couldn't give two shits where he came from. I only want to know one thing.
How does he know about us?
I swear to God, this hearts and flowers crap will get us both killed. Can't you see? Your so-called friend is working for them now. He's not the man you knew.
This is his fight too, Olivia. Even if he doesn't realize it. Like it or not, 47 is our last and only lead on the partners. He needs to remember.
He's coming for us. And unlike you, he won't hesitate.
Just get me inside. Rico, I need a favor.
Good morning, 47. Our Providence contact has shared the identity of the Shadow Client, a former mercenary and bodyguard by the name of Lucas Gray. His past is a black void, but our analysts are digging deep. Meanwhile, we've had a breakthrough of our own. Comparing the malicious attack patterns with global shipping and transportation routes, we've figured out how Mr. Gray and his paramilitaries move around the world undetected. They're using the distribution network of the Delgado cartel, Colombia's biggest drug manufacturer. Clearly, Gray must have struck a deal with the Delgados. Consequently, if we can cripple the cartel, we can severely limit the militia's strike range. But to do so, we need to slay a three-headed serpent. Sociopathic cartel head Rico Delgado and his two closest lieutenants, PR guru Andrea Martinez and savant chemist Jorge Franco. With equal parts guts and guile, Rico Delgado runs a thriving billion-dollar criminal empire. The word is, the brutal and volatile cartel head is hell-bent on becoming the #1 drug lord in the world. To achieve this, Martinez, a childhood friend of Delgado's, has been buttering up state leaders and decision-makers, paving the way for an expansion of the Delgado logistics network, while the brilliant but aloof and antisocial Franco has been hard at work developing a new type of super cocaine. So, three of Colombia's most infamous crime lords inhabiting a decidedly hostile environment. I will leave you to prepare. Welcome to Colombia 47. The remote village of Santa Fortuna awaits you deep inside the Colombian rainforest. An iron-fisted Delgado cartel rules over the village and its surroundings. Security around Santa Fortuna and the closed-off cartel compound is extremely tight. Armed sicarios patrol the streets of the village, ready to enforce harsh punishments to those who do not comply. Rumors persist of hidden transportation cave systems connecting the village, the cartel compound, and the hidden coca fields beyond. It is a rare occurrence to have all three cartel leaders present in the village at the same time. Expect that all targets are protected by scrupulous killers armed with automatic weapons. Rico Delgado inhabits his fortified mansion on the outskirts of the village, while Andrea Martinez can be found in her village office or around Santa Fortuna itself. And Jorge Franco is engaged in development of a new drug in his field laboratory.
Not a chance. What are you working on at the moment, Paula?
Well, the statue is ready for the unveiling, Miss Martinez, but there are some problems with the band. Apparently, they're, missing?
All right. Relay it all to the Bogota office. I'll look at it when I've left this place. I can't wait for this thing to be done. I'm tired of lazy workers and holy men having to perform God knows what rituals.
Once everything starts running again at site, we'll be able to catch up the lost time. I'm sure of that.
Paula, let's go make that call in the downstairs meeting room.
As you wish, Miss Martinez.
Judge Perez, I'm so happy you could find the time to talk to me. I'm just calling to sort out the last details of our arrangement. My employer has agreed to donate the sum of $500,000 US to your special interest group. Like yourself, we see bribery and corruption as a major area of concern in our country. Please, it's the least we can do. Now, about our little problem. I understand the charges against them are quite severe, but Mr. Delgado has assured me personally that his cousins could never have done what the state seems to think. In fact, he believes this is merely retribution for his unwillingness to bend to the corruption that runs so rampantly in the capital. You will. Oh, Mr. Delgado will be very happy to hear that. It's the right choice. They should never have been arrested in the first place. Thank you very much, Your Honor. We'll speak again, I'm sure. Oh, God. I don't feel good.
Okay. Ay, pobrecito.
Hello. We didn't expect anyone to be in here.
Hello, Jorge. I just came back.
Okay. We can't talk now. I have to make a call to the caves and check in with them.
Okay, we'll talk later.
Be so lucky that the man in the bright-colored clothing has arrived yet? The mule we need for our new test.
Afraid not, Mr. Franco. Oh, I know. My mother has 4 distinct species in her garden. It's a beautiful plant.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're that guy who got injured, right? Didn't expect to see you back here so quickly.
I heal quickly.
Muy bien. It's nice to see you again. You know the way.
Thank you.
Real trouble here. Come here.
¿Viste eso? Hey, that one, you see it? Yeah, he was wearing a damn poncho or something. I guess it was the rat ringleader. I don't know, man. I don't know anymore. My eyes are not what they used to be. And these freaking rats are driving me right up the wall.
Listen, are you self-medicating or drogado or something? Forget about the rats. We have a job to do. I'll get some of the local guys to come around and flush them out, okay?
How come no one is here? This room is supposed to be protected. No, come on, listen. As much as I enjoyed taking down that swine Hernandez, we face as many obstacles on the road north as we did before. You promised me it would be different.
You forget about the long game, Rico. Your base in Colombia still needs to be strengthened. The Delgado cartel is big, but the Morenos are backed by something much bigger than anything you've come across before.
To do a lot better than that.
That is Jorge Franco, the Delgado cartel's chief chemist. Successful. Tactical targets neutralized. Militia transport network disabled. Location of primary target unknown. Team chasing several leads. End message, encrypt and send.
my source checks out, we can prove the board knew about the chemical leaks. We'll have grounds for a retrial.
It won't make a difference. They're too powerful.
They're not the devil, Nancy. Just a company. They're not above the law, don't you see? This is bigger than James. Those bastards killed 80 people.
And they got away with it. Think about what that means.
No one's untouchable.
No one's untouchable.
Diana!
Coming! Mom? Dad?
We got what we came for. Move out.
Good evening, 47. The militia has released a hostage tape outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare. Welcome to Mumbai, 47. One of the most densely populated cities in the world, home to more than 12 million people. If you wanted to disappear and hide from the world, this vast city is perfect. The maze-like sprawling slums offer secret paths and surprises around every corner. The elusive Maelstrom knows the city like the back of his own hand. Locating him will be a considerable challenge. A place to start could be the slums where his former gang, the Crows, has recently risen from the ashes. Dawood Rangan will be easy to find in his half-finished tower, wrapping up his new film called Mumbai Hero. While Vanya Shah has ensconced herself in the overgrown remains of an old train yard. Your three targets call this labyrinthine part of the city home, so choose your approach carefully.
bad, bruh. It's like mud.
Like real projection. Perfect. Next one on stage, please.
Nice view out here, isn't it?
I suppose it's a little higher up than I'm used to.
True. Rats normally scurry around the sewers. Have you thought about my proposal? Little rat.
It's a very generous offer, Mr. Rangan. But Miss Shah is clever. What if she finds out?
Well, that is a decision you need to make. And you need to make it now. If you think Vanya can be dangerous, you haven't spent enough time with me. The view is even nicer from all the way out here, isn't it?
I'm sorry? What's that?
Was that a yes?
Yeah. Yes.
All right. All right, rat. One more chance. You think long and hard. This could be the beginning of a beautiful collaboration, or it could be the last day of your life.
I understand, Mr. Rangan.
Daud Rangan here. Ah, Mrs. Ahuja, it's you again. Well, I've talked to the insurance company. Just now, in fact. They are stalling, I'm afraid. But they claim your husband's case is complicated. Oh, personally, I don't understand what is so complicated about it. It was an accident. He died. You are entitled to the money, of course. I hardly had any sleep last night. You rest assured that I will make them pay. Pakka. No. Speak nothing of it. I'll call you when I know more. Okay. Bye. Oh, dear.
I just don't get what you're saying. I'm saying it depends, okay? Let's not go over that again. But why can't you tell me what you charge for?
Is it really necessary to have all you people stationed around here? I told him and I've told you. I can take care of myself. You're scaring the neighbors.
Madam, samjho na. Just following orders. Boss told us to evacuate everyone and stick around until after the meeting. That's what we are doing.
So you have talked to him?
Nobody talks to the boss. He left a message. When are you ready for us to give the signal?
The boss. He's still up to his old tricks, isn't he? I'll be ready soon. Give me some time.
Fine. Just tell the guys upstairs when. They'll raise the flag and summon him.
I know we're supposed to raise the flag when this Neha lady tells us. But how is he going to see it from the slums?
I don't know. He's the maelstrom. He's got eyes everywhere, you know.
Sometimes I think he's just a myth. A legend we tell ourselves to have something to look up to. I mean, have you ever seen him?
No. But I volunteered for this in case he did show up. But it would be quite the story to tell the others, right?
Yeah, sure would be.
Boss, you made it. Good. She's ready for you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Madam, he's here. Are you ready?
What? But I didn't. Was he? Oh, you're early. Well, come on in, I guess.
Thank you, Neha.
I have prepared something to drink out back. Let's go out there.
That sounds very nice.
What? Do you think things were easy? As always, I will make sure it's fit for our queen.
Always thinking about my health, Rima. Thank you, dear. Thanks, I guess.
Kill on Vanya Shaw. According to records, this was a youth correctional facility until 1962, when the estate was overtaken by an obscure Soviet research fund, the Institute for Human Betterment.
Looks deserted.
The place was abandoned after a fire in '89. Then, only a few weeks ago, it was acquired by an anonymous investor using cryptocurrency. It has to be Lucas Gray.
He's here.
Be careful, 47. The breadcrumbs are almost too easy to follow. It could be a trap.
Not a trap. An invitation.
You came home. I knew you would. You've come a long way, 47. And even now, you don't remember.
This place.
This was our prison, where Father trained us, shaped us into killers for Providence. Now, you don't remember. They ripped it out of you, wiped it away, but I do. I remember everything.
You're a terrorist with nothing to lose. You'd say anything.
I know, it's difficult. You never miss your mark or question your function, but we made a pact. You and I. Do this, and we both lose.
There was an incident. That boy, he died.
He lived. Because of you. Don't you remember his name? You know this. Deep down, you know. What was his name?
Subject 6. Your name is Subject 6.
And what is our purpose?
To take them all down.
We were going to tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation, and they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look, enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master, a KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka. Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right, so here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shattered Plan.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Gray was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, The dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
Saturday is Muffin Day, Gunther. But I'm not seeing any muffins here.
I think some of the boys may have been a little snack hungry, Mr. Janus.
I remember the first time I had a blueberry muffin. It was 1976. The American Embassy in East Berlin, in the old Prussian Officers Club. I was there on a diplomatic assignment, of course, but the wife of the ambassador was such a talented pastry chef. She managed to completely divert my attention from the task at hand.
That sounds incredible, Mr. Janus.
Those muffins, Gunther, were absolutely fantastic. In all of the years since, I never found anyone who could recreate those muffins. Until Helen moved in next door. So, imagine my disappointment when you now tell me those muffins, those little snippets of heaven, are all gone.
I understand. I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good. Yes, I understand. You tried to reach me earlier. Ah, there you are, my boy. Yes, well, it's about the chairman's seat. I understand Frederick was overlooked despite my recommendations. I would appreciate an explanation of the reasoning behind the decision. Well, it's a long and rather complicated discussion to undertake over the phone. Your request was put in front of the partners and considered, but in the end, it was decided to assign the role to the Washington twins. The partners saw their ideas as a breath of fresh air. A breath of fresh air. They are fortune seekers, robbers of the past, focusing on glory and wealth and outlandish futuristic dealings rather than conservation. They are not representative of what the society was built for. I understand your concern. Rest assured, I will be watching them closely. Very well. It seems we have a lot to discuss when we meet soon. Agreed. Until then. Moles, you say? Well, the irony certainly is palpable.
I'm not exactly sure what that means, Mr. Janus, but yes, you do have a rodent infestation of large proportions. I believe it's the potatoes. They seem to really like them.
Of course they do. They are Russian banana potatoes. Their thin, tender skins gently caress one of the best roasting potatoes in the world. I just had a large batch of earthworms distributed in the potato patch. That must be what's attracted these little pests.
That would certainly explain it, sir. But, sorry. I didn't actually bring the tools to fix this problem.
That's of no concern to...
Amen to that, Susan. Amen.
Now they're eating humble pie. Oh, who's got the last laugh? How long did he talk for?
Oh, can't really be sure. Zoned out eventually. It's not as bad as that time I used the gramophone at the house, though. Man, that tune kicked off some old long ass. Showed me all of his memorabilia.
You know how it works. The old man can't remember anyone's names, but trigger an old memory, he's got perfect recollection. He's practically Rain Man when it comes to his old adventures.
Well, I've learned my lesson, that's for sure.
A neighborhood barbecue party. How suburban. My belly is rumbling a little.
Want to go inside? Looks like everyone's invited.
It would be a good time to coax some information out of unsuspecting locals. But I find that once the food's been served and the beer flows freely, people are more chatty. I think we'll return once the burgers are served.
All right, boss.
And that is Nolan Cassidy taken care of.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Odd choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.
How did you not see this coming? My God, we came this close. The old man could have buried us all. Our families.
Do you think you feel more betrayed than I do? Get some perspective, please. Janus is dead. Lucas Gray is about to join him.
And a cornered animal is twice as dangerous.
Let's be perfectly clear. We were not exposed. The threat is neutralized. We are back on track.
Even so, from this point on, we expect you to take...
No, there is no way I'm doing that. How can you question my loyalty?
In case treachery is contagious.
Do you really want to do this to me?
Is there a problem, Secretary?
No problem whatsoever, Madam. Here's to loyalty.
My man on the island confirms that the Constant has arrived. We head out at sundown. Here, in case the crew get ideas.
Why are you doing this, Mr. Gray? You had a chance to walk away. Why didn't you?
A year ago, I'm working security for this banker, Cobb, only to find out he's a Providence operative. I've been running for decades, only to wind up where I started. We've all got barcodes on the back of our heads. Most people just never notice. 47 told me about your parents. How did they die?
Car bomb. Surrey, 1989. Company named Blue Seed didn't care to pay for the mistakes. But I like to think no one's untouchable.
I'm sorry for your loss.
You feel it, don't you? Unlike him, you feel it all. Everything you've done.
It's a dangerous thing. Having a conscience.
Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Skye, headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
From one of the Van Orton heirs. I forget which. I'm afraid he's a dreadful bore. Oh, that reminds me. I completely forgot to tell you. Guess who I ran into in Tuscany?
Who?
Deirdre Fitzgerald.
Who? Oh, right. How'd that go down? Did she still carry a grudge?
Did she still? Zoe, she almost killed herself. If her roomie hadn't been a medical student.
We gave her a hard time, that's all. The pills were her choice.
True enough, but still. I mean, she was polite enough, but I don't think she ever really put it behind her.
Don't beat yourself up. That was a long time ago. Besides, you should never let other people's weakness drag you down.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, I didn't mean to ruin the mood.
You didn't. I gotta do the rounds. Talk later.
My parents had to get a new home here. I never
I told you, I have a thing. The anthropologist. No, you told me he was dead. You told me you watched him go over the waterfall with a Bowie knife in his back. 9 lives, my ass. Where is he now? Sao Paulo. Laying low. You really need to ask. That squealing son of a bitch is the only witness to what went down in that cave. He saw us cut down a dozen unarmed tribesmen. I don't care if he spends the rest of his days as a washed-up beach bum playing in an Eagles cover band. Amnesty is searching for him, and so is Interpol. If they get to him first, we'll go down for mass murder. Of course he needs to go. And for real, this time? I don't care how you do it, just do it properly. Or I send Adrian to toss you over a waterfall.
Good evening, Sophia.
Well, isn't this ironic? The one guy here who's actually hiding does not wear a mask.
Invisibility is a gift. It's amazing the things you pick up when nobody gives you a second thought.
Ah, let's have it.
I gave you a task. It should have been an easy sell, and yet, I hear the council is undecided. Should I be worried?
I have it under control. Even if that idiot Block decides to veto me, I have an ace up my sleeve. Thy will be done.
I look forward to your machinations then.
Energy companies just follow the money like everybody else. Obscuring the truth, misleading public opinion, acquisitioning...
This level of encryption's out of my league. Whoever sent you this message knew what they were doing.
Well, keep trying. It's important.
What's going on, Sophia? I haven't seen you or Zoe this excited since the Lost Temple in Burma.
Your muscle, Adrian? You don't need to know everything.
Screw that. All the crap we've pulled over the years. You can trust me, Sophia. You know you can. You can trust all the boys. So who was it from?
Fine. You must have known for a while that Zoe and I have benefactors. A group that opens doors and gets you where you need to be. Our father has served them for decades, and now, so do we.
Wait, that hostage tape, the hidden hand, they're real?
Yes. They're the ones who placed us here. They have a plan for everything, but they never contact you directly. There's always a middleman.
Until this morning.
Until this morning. So keep up the trace, Adrian. We'll talk more when I get back.
Miss Washington.
How was the test group's response to the DNA Vault initiative?
Actually, not quite as well as the team had anticipated, Madam Chairwoman.
How so?
Preserving DNA doesn't resonate emotionally. It seems impersonal.
Mr. Edwards, still think this is maintenance?
Oh, Miss Burnwood, what have you done? Changing horses midstream? Truly unprofessional.
You know what we want.
Where is the carrot?
No carrot. You're useless to the partners. Compromised. Even if we let you live, you can never return. Why die protecting them?
When I can drag them down with me.
It's a bad hand, but it's all you've got.
Three families. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants. 3 dynasties secretly pooling their resources over generations, creating a singularity so dense that nothing escapes its gravity.
Never heard of them.
Well, they've heard of you. In fact, you just became the top of their agenda.
Go. We can't give them time to retaliate.
Don't take your eyes off him.
Be careful.
Well, here we are again. I must admit I am disappointed, Miss Burnwood. I had such big plans for you.
Save it. I know the truth now. You're outplayed. You have nothing left to bargain with.
You were so certain, so sure of the people closest to you. He never fails, does he? He never misses his mark. You found a window into his past. And yet, something else remains hidden. A simple truth you learned long ago.
Diana!
Coming!
No one, Miss Burnwood, is untouchable. That's all it took. The Ingrams, the Carlyles, the Stuyvesants.
Tell us everything about them.
The ivory towers are about to fall.
And when we're done,
let's cross that bridge when we get to it. For now, the partners are all that matter.
There's an issue.
Of course there is.
Olivia's tracked the names mentioned by the Constant, and they're dead ends.
How dead?
Obituaries for all 3 have appeared online. Accidental death, heart failure, lung cancer.
They're covering their tracks. Faster than I thought.
A contingency plan of sorts. The Constant wasn't aware of it.
Well, it seems they didn't tell him everything after all.
Something this big will leave traces behind.
The Constant says to follow the money.
Milton Fitzpatrick, the investment bank. It's a key Providence asset.
Which you worked for.
The director of the New York branch is a Providence operative. It's our best bet as a way in.
I'll tell the pilot to turn the plane around.
Right, gentlemen. Here's what we've come up with. The partners are transitioning between identities, but everything is so recent, the Milton Fitzpatrick bank records will still be intact. We've confirmed that the partners have active accounts there. However, the bank's records are remotely updated on a frequent basis. We may only have hours before any leads that could get us the new identities of the partners are gone forever. The data we need can be obtained in 2 ways. The bank's data core can be accessed through the basement vault, but getting inside the vault could be challenging. Alternatively, Bank Director Athena Savalas, Head of Security Mateo Perez, and Head of Accounts Fabian Mann each carry a partial backup drive with data. We'll need all 3 drives to get the full data. Now, we cannot risk the partners discovering the data breach. Eliminating the bank's director, Athena Savalas, would sever the last remaining Providence tie to the bank and keep our activities hidden.
Okay, one more time. We break into the vault, extract the hard drive rack, and eliminate the director on the way out.
We.
You. Good luck, 47.
Welcome to New York, 47. The Milton Fitzpatrick Bank is open for business, but it seems there's some sort of investigation underway. Expect increased security. Your target, Director Athena Savalas, can be found in her top-floor office, overlooking the iconic Teller Hall. Head of Security, Mateo Perez, is roaming between the vault area and the Teller Hall, talking to employees. And Head of Accounts, Fabian Mann, can be found on the investment banker floor and the top floor of the bank, driving the internal investigation. Remember, we need to secure the data from the bank's reinforced vault, or, alternatively, acquire 3 hard drives carried by the director and her 2 lieutenants, Mann and Perez.
Since it is difficult to join them together, it is safer to be feared than to be loved, when one of the 2 must be lacking.
No. Breaking my heart.
You'll live.
No.
No. Not good. Did you do this?
Fabian, it's me. Any progress?
I don't need you to be reasonably certain, Fabian. I need solid assurances. If the board somehow gets a look at that file, well, you understand the severity of the situation. The orchestration of a break-in took a lot of work. We might be able to hide behind it, but I'd rather not chance it. Good. The board hasn't yet returned my calls, but in case they do, I'd prefer to see that Cronkite file in shreds. Fine. Let me know when it's done.
Oh, cool.
Nothing to report. Yeah, me neither.
This is the vault, 47.
Sorry.
Oh, it's just stupid hot down here today.
Do not turn on the AC. It might be a little warm in here, but those exhaust fumes are just horrible.
I know. Who the hell decides to put an AC unit in a basement garage?
Someone who doesn't work here anymore. I hope.
My dad came by the bank last week. Lives out of town, but drove in to see where I work.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I gave him a tour and everything. Afterward, we went to this little diner over on 5th, and he told me the strangest thing. Though he's a Freemason, been a member of a local lodge since I was a little kid. And he told me that Milton Fitzpatrick serves more Masonic members than any other bank in the U.S.
Is that right? It sounds like a coincidence. I mean, it's a big investment bank with just shy of like 1,000 branches, including this one.
I told him that, but he kept on. Said it was rumored that the bank was actually being run by some super secret group. You know, like the Illuminati or something. And he was sure that Athena Savalas was a part of that group.
The director. She's a dead fish, man. I mean, she wouldn't be caught socializing with anyone, especially not some secretive group of people running the world from the shadows, you know? I think your dad is getting a little too much into that whole Freemason thing.
Yeah, it does seem pretty far-fetched. Unlike women soccer players.
I get it. You like soccer and we both hate baseball.
Word.
Olivia has found something interesting. I'll tell you on the way.
Where are we going?
To Paradise, 47.
So, this is Paradise.
If you can afford.
Gentlemen, glad to hear you made it out of New York. Where are we?
Olivia decrypted the data 47 recovered from the bank. We isolated 3 transactions from Providence partner accounts, all made out to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives.
And what does Haven do?
To the public, they specialize in reputation management for the rich and famous. The real money, however, comes from the covert reconstruction of identities for wealthy criminals. They make people disappear.
The partners are using Haven to acquire new identities.
Yes. Olivia's been attempting to hack the Haven servers, but the owners of Haven are manually resetting the access keys every 10 hours. That, unfortunately, makes them targets.
Haven Island is a true tropical paradise. Owned by the company's founder, Tyson Williams, the island is used by Haven as a combined headquarters and client entertainment center. Current and potential clients are ferried to the island and treated to the very best the Maldives have to offer. Michelin star chefs, a full massage spa, private huts, exercise facilities, and all the comforts of a luxury island resort are made available to them. 47. We'll be sending you in as a potential new client. We've put together a convincing cover story. You're Mr. Reaper, a thief for hire looking to disappear for a while. Your mission on the island is simple. You need to eliminate the 3 owners of Haven. Tyson Williams, founder and rumored tyrannical CEO of Haven. Ludmila Vetrova, a former confidence artist hired by Williams to serve as a client recruiter and handler. And Stephen Bradley, technical wizard and the brains behind Haven's proprietary software platform.
With the owners gone, Olivia will be able to penetrate the Haven servers long enough for her to secure the new partner identities.
I've uploaded all the information we have on the island and the 3 targets. Best of luck, gentlemen.
I don't rely on luck.
Well, a little wouldn't hurt.
Welcome to the Maldives, 47. The Haven Island staff is ready to receive you under your assumed identity as Tobias Reaper, a professional thief looking to retire from a life of crime. Ludmila Vetrova can be found in the public sections of the island, primarily tending to client needs. Stephen Bradley alternates between looking after a strict training regimen and working on a small private island, while Tyson Williams roams his large villa estate at the back of the island. This is it, 47. Eliminating the 3 owners of Haven should buy Miss Hall the time needed to do a full penetration and retrieval of the Providence partner data.
Wonderful, Doctor. I'm sure Mr. Williams appreciates your visit. See you and your, assistant in the pool bar later on, perhaps. Mr. Reaper!
Welcome to Haven Island. Oh, please collect your key to the private hut in the Welcome Center. Okay, enjoy your stay. Mr. Reaper, welcome to Haven. Here is the key for your personal hut. It's the one behind you on the right. Oh, and Miss Petrova asked me to tell you that she has left a personal message for you in your hut. Have a good day, sir.
Oh, my head. I gotta get some rest.
No, no, no!
I hate crabs.
Good day.
Just one more target to go.
All right, Chef. I'm ready to try the new dish. Is it done yet?
Okay, I'm almost done, Miss Petrova. Just give me a few moments. Okay, I hope this suits your palate, Miss Petrova.
Oh my word. Chef, this is... unbearable comes to mind. It's just not good enough. Reminds me of my mother's cooking, and that is not a good memory. Try again.
I'm not disturbed. No problem at all.
How was your time in paradise?
Productive.
Right. We should hear from the others soon.
We're in. Whatever your robot did back on the island, it worked. Let's see. Yeah, here we are.
You found them?
Yeah, right here. But... oh, wait a minute. Something's off. See here? All those controlling shares, those are basically the backbone of the Providence Empire, but they're not going to the new partner identities.
What do you mean?
I mean, they're allocated to someone else. Everything is. The partners are left with no real control. Who is Arthur Edwards?
The Constant.
Message from Olivia. Everything's going to plan. We know where the partners are. We have our targets. You're almost there, old friend. Feels good, doesn't it? We should head out before the storm hits. Time to fulfill our purpose, 47.
To take them all down.
In the shadows, behind the everyday world, beyond the headlines and the seats of power, a hidden hand. A kind of company known as Providence. To it, we were just assets to use and throw away, to do the unthinkable, the unforgivable. And it never gave us a second thought. Until now. After decades in the shadows, we are fighting back. Me and 47. Much has been lost, but we are closer than ever. We trapped the Constant, Providence's chief controller, and finally learnt the names of its 3 partners. In their downfall, we lay the past to rest. And, just maybe, look towards the future. 47. It's time. Are down there. You know, I never planned this far ahead. You never do. I see someone got his memory back. Wait, is that a beacon? What the hell? Base. Alexa Carlisle's helicopter just took off. Confirmed target locations, over. Diana, what's the status?
Right. We have a situation. Carlisle has left the building. And I think I know why. The Constant has escaped. He persuaded one of the sailors into setting him free. And since then, he's been seizing control of Providence assets and resources. I can only assume Carlisle is rushing to contain the damage.
If she slips away again,
we'll keep track of her. Make sure she doesn't. Meanwhile, the plan stays the same. Your destination is the Scepter, the world's tallest building where the partners are laying low, courtesy of their host, Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Marcus Stuyvesant is 5th generation old money. His family made its fortune in real estate and banking, and were at one point the chief landowners in New York. Carl Ingram is a powerful Washington kingmaker whose family grew rich selling gunpowder during the American Civil War, and later established a globe-spanning empire in oil, coal, and steel. Both families long since retreated from public view, but their quiet dominance endures to this day. Now, the partners likely suspect that we're coming, so Mr. Gray will infiltrate building controls and disable all electronic doors and elevators. Stuyvesant and Ingram are about to find They have nowhere left to run.
Right. This is our moment, 47. Providence ruined our lives with the flick of a pen. Today, we return the favor. Happy hunting.
Welcome to Dubai, 47. Today is the inauguration of the scepter, and the ceremony is well underway. You will find Marcus Stuyvesant near the building's signature art installation. While a paranoid Carl Ingram has ensconced himself in his penthouse suite, security on highest alert. Mr. Gray is already in position and ready to assist.
Come in, 47. Do you copy?
I'm here.
Are you in position?
I'm heading towards the point of entry.
Good. Get back to me when you're there.
I'm in position.
47. The inauguration is taking place close by. Once you've infiltrated it, get your bearings. I'm sure there must be floor plans somewhere.
Understood.
We need absolute focus on this one. If Ingram and Stuyvesant are alerted to our presence, we may lose them for good. We are so close, 47.
Don't worry. They're not going anywhere.
Welcome! Welcome. Hello! Good to see you. How lovely to see so many friendly and familiar faces here today. Now, this has been a dream of mine for a great many years. And as all of you know, I am from one of the less privileged sides of the respectful Al-Ghazali family. But with a small loan from my father, I soon built up a construction empire that was worthy of the great Al-Ghazali legacy. So, I would like to thank my cousins, without whose friendship and influence this achievement might not have been possible. Thank you. I'm proud to yet again immortalize our great family name. But most importantly, this building is for all the people of Dubai, which is today the tallest building in the world. So, I'm humbly proud to open the Burj Al Ghazali. Oh, if you don't like that, the scepter. If you find the other name too. Now, please, be my guests and celebrate. And thank you.
What's the update on my new guard? My current one has been on duty for way too long. I need security that's sharp and focused.
We know he's arrived. I'm sure he's just changing into his uniform, and he'll be here very soon.
Well, get back to me when he is reported for duty. And remember to check his papers first. I don't need to waste my time with some newbie. I expect the best.
Of course, sir. We'll let you know.
Good. And please, when I come back, no more excuses. I'm a personal friend of His Royal Highness, Omar Al-Ghazali.
Okay, rolling. Now, after graduating from an Ivy League college with full honors, Jeffrey wanted to make a difference. He was brilliant, but he was an idealist, and he started working for what he believed was a greater cause. Fate, however, felt he would be more useful in the private sector and set itself out to lure him to his true calling, working for the hand that fed him. Oh, that's so good. Grooming him in fate's own image for when he was needed. And when that fateful day finally arrived, Jeffrey, unknown to himself, was now under fate's full control and had no choice but to comply, for he knew that it could take everything away from him in a heartbeat. Okay, that might be a bit much, but, oh, jeez. Maybe I should delete that. Okay, that's enough for now. I don't feel so good. Oh, shit.
That's your winning face. I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did,
she'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlyle keeps a case file on the Constant, information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor, the Carlyle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. A great tragedy has fallen upon us, and I need a quick resolution, handled with absolute discretion.
I have yet to see a mystery I haven't solved. And I don't give a toss about my fame, if that's what you're worried about. My lips are sealed.
Very well. I suppose you will want to start at the crime scene.
You assume too much, Madam Carlyle. The crime scene, if such exists, is never where I begin.
Do as you wish. However, I expect a result in a timely fashion. Fernsby will take over from here. Let's get started. I want to keep this short. I know you have a lot of questions. Some I will answer now. The rest will have to wait. First, Zachary's sudden death is a great tragedy, but also a great inconvenience, as it happened just now. I'm dealing with the situation in a discreet and efficient way, and I expect your cooperation in all related matters. Secondly, the arranged funeral event tomorrow will take place as planned. No one can know that I am still alive. I expect you all to act your part. Last, as you all know, I have a lot on my plate and need to focus on sorting everything out, so please do not disturb me with your petty concerns. You are all adults, and as part of the elite, you will eventually have to deal with difficult situations like this. It comes late for most of you, but this is a chance for you to show what you are made of. That will be all. Don Yates, Alexa Carlyle here. You need to explain yourself. I demand that you return my call ASAP. Sending a junior attorney is gross negligence of your responsibilities and will have consequences for your company and you personally as well. I will make sure of that. Mark my words. Well? Well, what did you find? Yates better well have a damn good reason for not being here in person. Christ! You really don't have a clue, do you? I'm talking about that weasel Arthur Edwards. Can we get back what he stole from me?
So far, it looks like we can't. All the transfers of funds and privileges I've been through have been bulletproof. He intercepted the arrangements our office worked years to put in place.
That's why Don Yates should be here. He made the arrangements. He should bloody well be the one to clean up this whole mess.
I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
Don't kill the messenger, Alexa. Please, continue your efforts, Mr. Ford.
May I have a word, Madam Carlyle?
What is it, Fernsby?
It's Miss Rebecca. She's insisting she needs to see you. She seems to be under the impression that something is afoot with the Carlyle mandates in the media branch. Something not explicable by your death.
Clever girl, Rebecca. Such a shame with all the idealism, though. She could have gone far.
Do I tell her off?
You can't deter her, Fernsby. When she smells a good story, there is no stopping her. No, I will have to address the whole family now.
Very well, madam.
Mother, I want to know what is going on.
Not now, Rebecca. I thought I made that clear.
Yes, now. Something's really wrong. I started digging and I can see that a lot of our mandates are void. Financial decisions revoked and a freeze on
Rebecca.
And then you give me that token for the vault in London. But only one of two. You need to explain.
The token for the bank vault is just a contingency measure. I doubt you'll need it.
Christ, Mother, that's exactly what I mean. Could you be more cryptic?
I am working very hard to figure everything out. I need you to back off and trust that I'm in control. I have contingency plans and will make sure that you get information, useful, factual information when I have it. But for now, I need time to focus.
Business as usual, then. You are cold, Mother. And alone. By choice.
Sometimes resulting in risky behaviour.
Damn you, Edwards. Answer your bloody phone, you coward. How dare you interfere with my life like this? You're a nobody, a weasel, overreaching your competencies. You are in way over your head, and I will make you pay. You can count on that.
That American lawyer in the small office, did you check his travel documents?
I vetted him thoroughly. He's good.
Mr. Parsons.
Madam Carlyle, before we start, I need to stress that I'm risking my name and reputation. If the truth gets out...
You've been generously compensated. And if you really care about name and reputation, I suggest you leave it at that. Now, let's run through the event. What's this?
I've created a memorial with a portrait of you as the central piece, as there, for obvious reasons, could be no viewing at the Chapel of Rest.
Well, I hate it. Get rid of it before tomorrow. And the flowers?
Your son Gregory asked me to decide on the floral arrangements. I kept it all in white to signify eternity.
It's my funeral, not a wedding.
Come here.
Diana can't help you now. You need to find Olivia. She will know what to do. I wish there had been more time.
And then there were none. Thank you, Miss Burnwood. It's my turn.
Stay down. Boss wants you alive.
Yeah?
How about now? Over here! Cover me! Walk away! Or what? You gonna take us all on?
Don't.
Tell the Constant to start running!
You think you've won? 47 is out there, and 47 never misses his mark.
Neither do you, Miss Burnwood. That's what makes you valuable.
You're delusional. You think I would betray 47?
Trust me, you owe him nothing.
What is this?
I told you we could help each other, and I meant it. I look forward to your call.
Gray is gone. Go to Berlin and stay out of sight. We're all that's left now.
We've been compromised. Abort and walk away now.
Who?
ICA. They tracked me. Don't know how.
It's what they do. How many?
One prime asset and a whole pack of up-and-comers. They've infiltrated the club searching for us. Christ, I think I killed one of them. Get out now before they spot you.
No. They found us once. They'll find us again. Keep your head down. I'll take care of this.
Come on. I can hear you. The reception is still bad. No, I haven't seen so much as an owl out here yet. Just a lot of trees.
This is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Just keep trying, Agent Montgomery. Our client considers Agent 47 and Olivia Hall as a serious threat. You can't underestimate them.
I never do, Joe. We'll find them. We're all in position.
Good. Report back to me if there's anything.
Don't worry.
Yeah, keep it real.
Not here with anyone.
Oh, can I get in?
You know who's playing tonight?
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do.
So tell me.
Shouldn't you already know?
Get the hell out of here. Thames here. No updates. Target probably bailed.
Be careful or you may not spot him until it's too late.
Hey, welcome to the team.
What do you mean?
Well, you're new, aren't you? I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, I suppose I'm new.
So, how'd you like it? It's fun? I mean, the pay is not great, but free drinks, cheap gear. What more do you want?
Look, I'm sure you're very nice and interesting, but I have to get back to work.
Well, okay. I was just trying to be nice. Some people are no fun.
Hey! What are you...
Juan, checking in. I haven't seen anything unusual yet. Well, beyond the kind of unusual you'd expect here anyway.
Be careful, or you may not spot him until it's too late.
Reporting in. No update on target.
He's here. He has to be. Don't get comfortable. How the hell did he... We're done. Get out. I'm not losing any more of you.
Yeah, get on with it.
We're clear.
You killed all of them?
They got my message. Where are you?
Diner. Up the main road.
On my way. You're hurt.
You should see the other guy. Never killed nobody before. What you did back there. You really are all Gray said you'd be. 47. He didn't suffer, did he?
He made it count.
Bruised but not broken. I'm glad. It's time we start afresh, you and me.
Get to the point.
You and your friends pulled off the impossible. You stormed the heavens, took down the untouchables, and yet here we are. Status quo. It just goes to show you can't fight power, Miss Burnwood. Power never dies, it only changes hands. The best you can do is claim it. I never cared about power. Power is a tool, Miss Burnwood. It's the thing that gets you to the thing. As the next constant, you can be the agent of change.
Transform the system from the inside, or be transformed by it.
No risk, no reward.
I'll need to think about it.
No, you won't. The real question is, what will you bring to the table?
Look closer.
I'm telling you, the file is trash. The Constant doesn't so much burn his bridges as blow them up. Arthur Edwards, whoever he was, don't exist anymore. His personal data somehow deletes itself from any system that records him, way beyond advanced. The partners spared no expense to make sure their controller would be untraceable.
How untraceable?
Look, I did what you asked, but Gray's gone and I'm no Diana. I'm not who you need right now. You gotta be kidding me.
ICA?
I used every encryption known to man. Who are these guys?
The best. It's only a matter of time before they get lucky. We need to take them down.
You and which army?
I know where the agency stores its files, mission reports, client data. If we leak it to the public...
You want to whistleblow the ICA?
It's the path of least resistance. Turns out, you are who I need right now, Olivia.
I do this, and I'm out. So, what are we breaking into?
Data facility in Chongqing, China. Run by a man called Hush.
Of course. The ICA site in Chongqing houses the agency's data storage and analyst division. Needless to say, security is daunting. The state-of-the-art server vault is biometrically wired to the facility's two overseers: Imogen Royce, behavioral analysis pioneer, and Hush, a data security guru with a taste for fringe transhuman experimentation.
Tell me about Hush.
A former cyber terrorist for the Ministry of State Security in Kedanyang, who fled his country after one of the Po regime's periodic purges. He made a career doing cybersecurity for dark web deplorables, human traffickers, organ harvesters, scum like him, with no code or conscience. ICA sure can pick him. No offense.
Can you disable security?
A dual authentication protocol ensures that any handling of data must be directly authorized by Hush and Royce, the proverbial human factor device to make the system impenetrable. Luckily, I found a loophole. If both overseers should unexpectedly die within a short space of time, the system reverts to a temporary failsafe protocol, which I can bypass. Take them off the board, and you'll have free access to the data core, and I'll handle the rest.
And you're sure it'll work?
Look, I know Hush. If I'm wrong, we won't live long enough to regret it.
All right. I will leave you to prepare.
Chongqing, China. This city is Big Brother's wet dream with more than 2.5 million cameras covering 15 million people. Privacy is a four-letter word in this place. It's pretty ironic that a cloak and dagger organization like the ICA keeps its most valuable secrets here. You'll find Hush conducting his fringe experiments in an abandoned apartment building, while Imogen Royce, the archivist, runs the day-to-day business of the ICA data facility. I just hope you know what you're doing, 47.
Oh, Royce.
Hush.
Remind me why we need these meetings. Don't you have better things to do?
Don't I have better things to do? You mean than handling all your responsibilities over here? While you do God knows what? Yes, I do.
We've been over this. My SPD forbids me to experience too much sensory stimuli.
What's that in the background? What are you doing over there? I don't believe for 1 second that you're not spending every waking moment on your pet project.
You just focus on your little drones and your algorithms.
Good. Signal strength 40%. Continue test prep H109.
Signal strength 40% confirmed. Test prep H109 initiated.
Focus now. Identify defining moment. Prepare incision. Point 017. Link suggestion to defining moment. Execute. This headache. Modify defining moment. Follow impulse stream. Amplify. If maybe. Link impulse string point 022 to defining moment. Load suggestion. Motor control. 41.8. Execute.
Test prep H109 initiated. Signal strength at 40% confirmed.
Where was I? Oh, yes. Let's see. Identify memory marker, section 14. Amplify. Amplify. Oh, my head.
Why isn't the test subject in place?
He's still in the bathroom, I'm afraid.
Obviously. I mean, why haven't you convinced him to come out? I explicitly told you to do that.
Yes, I know. It would be a lot easier if we could just drug him.
We need him clean. This subject is the conclusion of this project phase. And you want to contaminate him? Your incompetence baffles me. I can't stand this level of incompetence. I'm going downstairs to see Sister Lei. I need some cheering up.
Wait! What?
Rain, rain, nothing but rain.
You can say that again. I wouldn't mind promotion to inside duty.
In the block. Are you crazy? Don't you know they do experiments in there? Some supernatural brain shit from what I hear.
Supernatural brain shit? Give me a break. I heard it's some kind of reach out to the homeless, helping them to a better life.
Ha! That's just pure fantasy. Have you met Hush? I have. He doesn't strike me as the bleeding heart type. Nah, my money's definitely on the supernatural brain shit. That's for sure.
Run through the simulations one more time. I need the demonstration to be perfect.
Sure, I can do it again, but we've got all the markers and variables mapped. It will play out as predicted.
Yeah, I know. I just have a lot riding on this one, and I want to get it right on the first go. This is not just about the future of the ICA, it's my future as well. First thing, bye-bye Hush.
I'll run them right away.
We should turn it off so they can see what we have to put up with.
Yeah, or crank it up and kill everybody so we can have the room to ourselves. Nice.
Good, that's imaging voice down. It's all here. Clients, operatives, every hit the ICA ever sanctioned. Enough to shut them down for good. But first you need to locate all files referencing Diana and yourself. I didn't realize that you... I don't know. I get why you want to protect her. So, wipe all the data referring to the two of you from their system before we publish the rest. Okay, good. I've set up a link to an information non-profit site. When you press that button, it's up there and the whole world will know. There's no undo 47. This will shut the ICA down for good. You really okay with this? It's who you've been for so long.
Maybe it's time for a change.
I'll just return things to normal. No need to alert them we were here prematurely.
Detected.
I missed that. We're going 47. I can hold the doors for a little while. Use the fence to get out.
We turn now to the data leak bombshell causing shockwaves across the world. The so-called ICA files. The disclosure of a...
You win. So,
What happens now?
the ball's in your court, Miss
Burnwood, I do have other candidates, you know. Most of whom have never tied me to a chair.
You've seen the news. That was 47 acting on his own. He is untethered, he is unstoppable, and he cannot be bargained with. He will find you, Mr. Edwards, and I'm the only chance you've got.
I'm listening.
47 has one weakness. Me.
I found something. Buenos Aires International Airport this morning. Now watch this.
Harold.
Trail ends at the airport, but turns out that a top Providence operative owns a vineyard in the area. Don Yates, of infamous New York law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn. And get this, it's hosting his retirement party today.
She's infiltrated them. She's sending a message. She needs my help.
Could have fooled me.
You don't know her.
Anyway, if you're going after her, you'll need to deal with the Herald. Her name's Tamara Vidal, former CIA asset and political firebrand. She's a master of surveillance and the Constant's most trusted aide. She'll have eyes everywhere. You won't get far as long as she's in the game.
Why are you telling me this? I thought you were out.
Yeah. Old habits, I guess. Anyway, I need to go. See you around, 47.
No, you won't.
You got my message.
You'd never get caught on camera. Not unless you wanted to be seen. So what's the play?
You're not the only one who's been busy, 47. I'm this close to becoming the next Constant. I'll be able to dismantle Providence from the inside. Only one man stands in my way. Don Yates. That weasel was the partner's legal counsel for years. He's the top candidate. But remove him from the playing field.
It won't work. If Edward suspects...
I will convince him you acted alone. Retaliation for Grey. Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
The Herald, Tamara Vidal. She has eyes everywhere, and they're all fixed on you. The plan won't work unless we take her out.
She never leaves my side for long. Whatever your plan is, I'll help you if I can.
You're sure about this?
As sure as I'll ever be. Here, I got you an invitation, just like old times. Come find me when it's done. Good luck, 47.
Ready, Pam? 3, 2, 1, and...
For more than 2 decades, New York-based law firm Morgan, Yates & Cohn has been among the most successful and the most controversial companies in the United States. Founded in the greed is good downtown era of the mid-1980s by Kenneth Morgan, Don Yates, and Theodore Cohn, the firm quickly amassed an impressive client roster, counting such corporate behemoths as Top Investment Bank, Milton Fitzpatrick, and Van Orton Tobacco. A reputation for ruthlessness and dirty tactics, no doubt originating with the notorious affluenza defense of murderous socialite Chelsea Whitmore, has long stuck to their name. But despite the persistent outrage of progressives, the firm has enjoyed a seemingly never-ending streak of successes and legal triumphs. This, however, may be changing. Just a few months ago, senior partner Ken Morgan passed away unexpectedly at the Hitman Hotel in Bangkok. And now, another of the founding partners, Don Archibald Yates, in front of whose Argentinian vineyard I am currently standing, has announced his retirement from the firm. And so, the burning question in the upper echelons of corporate America is this: has Morgan, Yates & Cohn finally run out of steam? I am Pam Kingsley, reporting live from Mendoza, Argentina, on GNN News.
Tamara Vidal. I'm here for the torrid scenes.
Ah, yes. Miss Vidal. My apologies. I didn't recognize you. Let me sign you here.
Luther, Burnwood's flying solo. I want all eyes on. Let's see what she does. And Luther, redeploy the birds and key in on the party area. We're spread too thin. There are too many blind spots. Anyone as much as sneeze in the wrong direction, I want to know about it.
All done. And I see your tour guide is none other than Gabriel Vargas, the state's chief winemaker. Well, this is a rare privilege. You and Don Yates must be very close.
Yes, about 400 meters, I should say.
Pardon me?
Never mind. I'll just wait here for my companion.
He can't be serious. He just can't. It's unseemly.
How many times will you reread that thing before you believe your own eyes, darling? Or are you trying to scare the letters away?
Just listen to this. I am making a new addition to the Herald team. Diana Burnwood, former ICA. Please consider her my representative.
At your celebration, yours truly, Arthur Edwards. Yes, we've been over this, Dawn.
Can you believe it? This is the woman who waged bloody war on Providence. She is involved in the deaths of countless heralds and operatives, including Ken, our friend Valentina. Has Edwards lost his faculties? This woman will surely be our downfall.
This woman cleared his path to the top. Is it any wonder that he wants to keep her close?
The partners. You don't think he...
Immaterial, darling. Why don't we take a stroll? The air will do you good.
Yes. I suppose you're right.
We'll figure this out, Dawn. You and I. We always do.
I take it Edwards told you to chaperone me. Any idea why?
You know why. Trust is earned. Until Edwards is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I will be his eyes and ears.
I meant why you.
I suppose I'm more perceptive than most.
You're also very loyal. My guess is Edward's decision to make me a herald is not too popular with the other heralds.
We were at war about 5 minutes ago. Some people are funny like that.
But not you.
I admire the craft, the audacity. Everyone said Providence was untouchable and along you came. The way I see it, you did us a service.
That's cold. I like you more already.
Touche.
Diana Burnwood. Long time no see.
Forgive me. I can't quite place you, Mr.
Reaper. Tobias Reaper. We used to work for the same company. They went under.
Ah, yes. A shame what happened. But nothing lasts forever, I suppose. Oh, but where are my manners? This is my colleague, Tamara Vidal.
Miss Vidal?
What brings you to Argentina, Reaper? Are you one of Don Yates' clients?
Client? No. I'm more of a service provider.
Right. Well, it was lovely to see you again, Tobias. Now, if you'll excuse us, Tamara and I need to mingle.
Of course.
See you around. Do you mind if we stop by security?
Don't suppose I have a choice.
Humor me for a second. Gotta check in with security.
Fine by me. I take it Edwards told you to chaperone me. Any idea why?
You know why. Trust is earned. Until Edwards is satisfied you're not sailing under a false flag, I will be his eyes and ears.
I meant why you.
I suppose I'm more perceptive than most.
You're also very loyal. My guess is Edward's decision to make me a herald is not too popular with the other heralds.
We were at war about 5 minutes ago. Some people are funny like that.
But not you.
I admire the craft, the audacity. Everyone said Providence was untouchable, and along you came. The way I see it, you did us a service.
That's cold. I like you more already.
Touché.
I'm wicked smart, and yet I find myself in these situations all the time. Just, I don't know. How am I gonna tell my dad that I like the Yankees? Oh my gosh, this is difficult. I don't know. This isn't going away, my love.
It falls on me as constant to protect Providence against all threats, even his bad decisions.
So let's treat this like a court case. Say Burnwood is a material witness to the prosecution and you need to get rid of her. Walk me through your strategy.
Best course of action is blackmail. I've called in one of the firm's junior partners to dig up some dirt. If Burnwood has a weakness, we will find it.
If not,
then Corvo gets to earn his 7 figures a year. Burnwood suffers an accident. Convincing, but not too convincing. And the blame falls on her rogue assassin with a whimsical M.O.
that might fool the heralds, but not Edwards. He could even be using her to test your loyalty.
Yes, that is the crunch.
Perhaps we're looking at this the wrong way. Perhaps it is less about the witness and more about putting together just the right jury.
What are you thinking?
The heralds. You said so yourself. They lost plenty of colleagues to Burnwood and her cohorts. I am sure they would agree to back your story with Edwards, if properly nudged. Say, by a crackerjack trial lawyer with a knack for stirring monologues. This would even strengthen their fealty to you as constant. Nothing commands loyalty like culpability.
Yes, I like it. I like it profoundly. I will get right to work on my closing statement. Thank you, my love. I truly would be lost without you.
And don't you forget it.
Huh. The rich scratch their asses too when they think nobody's watching.
Don't be crude. Pay attention. Yates wants us on high alert.
We've been at this for months. Ever since the 1% killings began. Nothing's gonna happen.
I know. When you start thinking like that, that's when it does.
Who are we on the lookout for anyway?
Yates didn't say. Just a standby for a picture ID and a kill order.
Fine. I'll just practice my lip reading.
All right, you're on the clock, Aaron. Dazzle me. What do you got on Burnwood, Diana?
Well, I'm fairly certain she was a handler in the ICA. Her name doesn't feature in any of the publicized documents, but I figure if she somehow covered her tracks...
Old news. I don't care if you can place her at the grassy knoll. What I want to know about is her involvement in the 1% killings, starting with our clients. Details, please. The gorier, the better.
The militia attacks? Say, what is this really about, Mr. Yates? And how did we come across all this information? I mean, who created this file? It's straight out of a Jack Sparta novel.
Do you want to make senior partner in Morgan, Yates, and Cohn one day, Aaron?
Yes, sir.
Then I don't need to finish this sentence. Get to it. Mr. Edwards, Don Yates, I have received your letter. I merely called to express my regrets that you were not able to make it to the party.
Ay, is that? Mr. Yates? Ay, por Dios. Ay, hueputa. He muerto.
It's done. Now what?
Now, we strike at the heart.
Edwards, you know how to find him, don't you?
Why, Edwards finds you, 47. He is untraceable, and he never lets you forget it. He is cocky, and that will be his downfall.
What's the plan?
Too many eyes. Meet me at the Olive Grove at sunset. One last tango, 47. How did you know?
Your deal. That kind of power always comes with a price. What's yours?
I think you know. I am sorry. This is a necessary evil.
What have you done?
Ether brand neurotoxin. Transfers by touch. See, Edwards learns by his mistakes, 47. And as you've clearly demonstrated, brute force is futile. It had to be me. It was the only way.
To get this close.
My family. I know what you did. After all these years, I finally know.
I am sorry.
You didn't have a choice. I did. Providence used you, but I'm no better. All I saw was a blank slate, a weapon to wield. I told myself it was what you needed, but people aren't meant to be controlled. This is a kindness. Goodbye, Agent. Still clinging on to your self-image. Agent 47, the apex predator. Always hiding behind the headlines. Was perfection its own justification? Or a willful distraction? A wall built contract by contract to shield you from the uncomfortable truth. You're exactly the tool they bred you to be. Quite a piece of work you are. How could you possibly function on your own? You never even had a name. Until I gave you one.
That's him. Burnwood never ceases to surprise me. You really are a most singular individual. And to think she wanted me to put you down. Lucky for you, I never throw away anything useful. Prepare the serum. Forgetting's not so bad. You've done it before.
What's he doing? Is he still looking at us?
I'm afraid so. Poor sap just won't accept his days are done.
Perhaps I should take him out to the woods and set him free.
Oh, it's a classic.
He was a loyal tool. But everything goes the way of the horse and cart eventually.
I couldn't agree more.
Are you done? The toxins are playing into your fears. Don't let them. Come on. Gotta get your head straight.
She wants me dead.
She has every right to after what we did. But that's not what is really going on.
She chose power. In the end, she was just like them.
No. She found a way to turn Edward's own cleverness against him. The rest is up to you.
I don't know how.
You do know.
Diana!
Coming!
Once you dispose of Edwards, I will dismantle Providence from the top down. It will finally be over. All you have to do is embrace the past.
Sir, we have produced a fresh sample of the serum. Yeah, the exact specs from the lab in Johannesburg. A dosage is on its way to your car as requested. Well, I recommend that the muscle-paralyzing agent used to incapacitate the subject is out of his system before the serum is administered, to avoid unwanted side effects. Yes, sir. I will inform you once the subject comes to.
What the?
Last time I saw weather like this, I was doing extreme conditions training near the army base in Pat. At a Wawa? None of you know where the hell that is, do you? I can tell by that glassy look in your eyes. But trust me, they get some real winners out there. Anyway, this was January 12 years ago, roundabouts. It was like this times 10, basically. Couldn't see more than a foot in any direction, snot freezing while it's still in your nose. So cold the air burns your throat when you breathe, all that. And we're out there dragging supply sleds that weighed 5 times more than any of us, 12 hours at a time. You're serious? Oh, I didn't even tell you about how dehydrated we all were. Had to be. Who wants to whip it out in the bushes when it's that cold? Pissing goddamn ice? Nobody. And that's just when it was snowing, never mind when the wind picks up and you throw some ice your way. You want everything zipped and double zipped. That's cool.
War spy master? Well, apparently his crest was on the front car before Ether painted everything over.
Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it? National past.
Don't let him take control of the situation.
Where are we supposed to be exactly? Ukraine? It all looks the same through the blizzard.
Nah, somewhere in Romania. We're on a loop from Zagreb to Irkutsk.
Isn't that risky? What about border inspections?
They use a system of decommissioned rail lines and pay the local governments to look the other way. It's been like that since the Cold War. In theory, this thing only needs to stop for refueling.
A regular ghost train, oh. I guess that's one more box ticked.
Everything's on rails. Now, Riverside, I have a message for the boss.
Yeah? Mister awake yet?
Something about.
Suppose there's any point calling for help.
No.
Seems I brought this on myself. Well played, Miss Burnwood. Do you really think she'll be able to resist all that power? This is not how people work.
She rejects the power, not the responsibility.
A noble idea. But please join me in the real world. I trust you already know what this is. Why not simply take it? Embrace who you were always meant to be.
No, never again.
Well, I had to try. Go on then. Do your thing. At least I die knowing who I am.
Resignations at the top level of international finance continues as Milton Fitzpatrick CEO Alexander Fannin joins the president of Hamson Oil, while new founder Tim Quinn and Johnny Oliver step down. This mysterious
It's been a long time, Agent 47.
That's not who I am anymore. The pact is done. The past, dead.
And yet, here you are.
I choose this path because I can. There will always be people like them. So there will always be people like us.
No one is untouchable.
It's good to be back.